Don't let this opening section fool you. The film isn't as aesthetically interesting as you might imagine, not as I imagined from this opening sequence. There were some of the most interesting screen caps I could take, so they are here. There might be a dichotomy, a juxtaposition between the film's plot synopsis and the screen caps presented here. If you were to read the Wikipedia plot summary of this film in isolation, it would seem dry and dull, probably standard murder thriller plot deception fare. But directed by Lenzi, shot by Mancuri, pretty riveting stuff in the moment. I love that Carol Baker's character, Helene, portrays a professional race car driver, and yet she almost, well, may as well not be. It gives off the impression that this film will be a goofy, campy, 60s-esque thing, like Antonio Margheriti might have directed for a couple of years there. But Carol Baker's Helene is not really a cool, hip, empowered heroine like I felt the opening scene was indicating. Normally this could be a subversion of sorts. An opening scene wherein the character is a professional race car driver, they're a cool character and the film is an introduction to how cool they are. Instead it displays a sportsperson possibly past their prime, in need of an eventual retirement, and a subsequent victim of a Giallo micro-world conspiracy between former and current or soon-to-be lovers, as it goes. Giallo has a habit of really trying to elevate the smutty or otherwise trashy material, exploitative and nasty, unintelligent or uninspired material into cinematic expression, and attempt to expand the expected possibilities of the camera's movement or the behaviour of edits. Dario Argento's Tenebrae is precisely the genre most realised because no single champion of that film, I would at least imagine, is captivated by the screenplay. No film exists perhaps with a greater disparity between screenplay potential and directorial execution, except for maybe something by Claude Chabrol. He had a knack for elevating thrillers into Baroque masterworks in his own way. And no, A Quiet Place to Kill is no Chabrol, and certainly not even Argento's Tenebrae. One imagines Argento's handling of the material to be immensely better, although Lenzi's handling more instructive of how a layperson might connect the dots between functional A to B garage, lower budget filmmaking and what a genius and well-funded genius at that apparently, like Argento, could do with Tenebrae. That crane cannot have been cheap, surely. You may note some creative, captivating, enticing cinematography. This sort of thing is very enticing and captivating in the moment, as I said, although once the film is over, you feel the impression wearing off. You start thinking about the plot and the events of what happened more so, and you start thinking, okay, so what was the point of all the events of that were being photographed? As creative as some of it was the photography of it. The actual events were not memorable or exciting in the long run. If you like Giallo, it's satisfying enough. Maybe a bit of variety with some of the locations or set pieces in this film, some of the moods. It's, as I said with the previous, I think it was in the previous, the So Sweet So Perverse, if you like Giallo, this would be standard. If you love Giallo, this would be just another awesome Giallo. Put it like that. Whereas at least with Argento's Tenebrae, the combination of photography and recorded music was so spellbinding and sublime that it was impossible to forget. Especially in, 1080p and all that. That's really tasty. But hey, A Quiet Place to Kill, pretty good stuff. If you think you'll enjoy this film, yeah, trust your intuition, I would imagine, so...